this late. Just couldn't let this silence stay. And staring at your name again, like I don't know how this ends.
I almost didn't pick it up, but I still miss you way too much.
Your voice still feels like home to me,
even now it shouldn't be.
Maybe this is wrong to do,
but I still feel close to you.
Let's pretend just this once more.
We're not who we are right now.
No goodbye, no closed doors, just us before we broke it down.
We don't have to make it last.
We don't have to fix the past.
Just stay here in the truth, like we never had to choose.
I still drive by your street at night. Don't stop, but I slow down sometimes. Like maybe you'll be standing there, like you still care.
I still sleep on your side some days, trying to feel you in that space. But memories don't hold like you, they just remind me what we lose.
We both know where this will go,
but I don't wanna let you go.
Let's pretend just this once more.
We're not who we are right now.
No regrets, no before, just us before we fell apart.
We don't have to make it last.
We don't have to fix the past.
Just stay here in the truth, like we never had to choose.
If I say I miss you,
I'd say it back too,
even if it's wrong. Let's pretend just this once more. We're still standing hand in hand.
no goodbye we can't ignore.
No lines we understand.
We don't have to make it last.
We don't have to fix the past.
Just stay here in the truth, like we never had to lose.
Saw you standing by the door, like I'd seen you there before. time stopped somewhere in between
who we were and what we've been. You said my name like nothing changed, like we weren't strangers now in pain.
For a moment I believed
we were still you and me.
Maybe fate just brought us here,
just to make it crystal clear.
we met again to say goodbye. One more time to wonder why
all the love we couldn't say
still refuses to fade away.
And for a second it felt right, like we could turn back time.
But some roads don't lead you home,
even if you're not alone.
I almost reached out for your hand, like I used to back then. But something held me in my place, like goodbye was still the same.
I saw it in your eyes tonight,
The same old love, the same goodbye.
but we don't need to say it loud.
We both feel it now.
Maybe love don't mean we stay.
Maybe this is where we break. We met again to say goodbye.
One last look into your eyes,
Every word we couldn't say
still echoes in the space.
and for a moment it felt true,
Like I still belonged with you.
but some hearts just don't align.
Even after all this time,
If I asked you to stay tonight,
I'd want to, but it ain't right.
so we let go one more time.
Yeah, we let go one more time.
We met again,
Just to let go.
said the words we didn't know,
Every tear we tried to hide,
fell between us tonight.
and even though it still feels right,
We won't try to change goodbye.
some loves never really die. They just don't survive.
There's a half-poured glass of whiskey sitting by the windowsill, and the house is cold and quiet, like the night you left it still. I can hear the screen door crying when the north wind rolls on through, and every shadow in this hallway looks a little more like you. I thought time would be a healer. I thought miles would make me strong. But this old room keeps on asking where your sweetheart has gone. There's whiskey on the windowsill and rain across the fields, a broken man, an old guitar, and a heart that never healed. I keep singing to the silence, like your love is listening still. But all I've got is midnight and whiskey on the windowsill. Your blue dress is in the closet, your perfume's faded now. There's a picture from last summer with your hand upon my brow. We were dancing in the kitchen, barefoot on the floor. Now I'd give my last tomorrow just to hold you like before. The church bells rang last Sunday, but I couldn't make it in. I was talking to your memory, like it might come home again. There's whiskey on the windowsill and rain across the fields, a broken man, an old guitar, and a heart that never healed. I keep singing to the silence, like your love is listening still. But all I've got is midnight and whiskey on the windowsill. Maybe heaven has a highway, maybe angels know your name, maybe somewhere past the starlight you still hear me when I pray. And if love can cross the distance between this world and goodbye, leave a whisper in the morning, let me know you're doing fine. There's whiskey on the windowsill and moonlight on the hill. I'm learning how to miss you, but I don't know if I will. I keep singing to the silence, like your love is listening still, with a prayer beneath the sunrise and whiskey on the windowsill. So I'll leave the candle burning by the Bible and the still, till the dawn comes through the curtains, past the whiskey on the windowsill. I crossed the line to Texas with a suitcase full of rain. Your letter in my coat pocket, and your picture in a frame. The radio was fading through the static and the dust, playing songs about forever for a man who lost his trust. I saw your face in every window, heard your voice in every mile, and the night kept asking questions I ain't answered in a while. There's a blue moon over Amarillo, shining down on my regret, lighting up the empty highway where I'm trying to forget. But every star above the prairie knows the truth I can't let go. I still love you like the morning, love the fields we used to know. There's a motel off the interstate with a Bible by the bed, and I whispered half a prayer there for the words I never said. I could smell the summer cotton when the window opened wide, and it took me back to Sunday with your hand wrapped up in mine. I thought a man could lose his sorrow if he drove away at dawn, but I found it riding with me like an old forgotten song. There's a blue moon over Amarillo, shining down on my regret, lighting up the empty highway where I'm trying to forget. But every star above the prairie knows the truth I can't let go. I still love you like the morning, love the fields we used to know. Maybe you're somewhere in Carolina with a new last name by now. Maybe you don't think about me when the rain comes falling down. But if the wind should cross your window with a lonesome kind of tune, that's my heart still calling softly underneath this Texas moon. There's a blue moon over Amarillo, and it follows where I roam, through the silence, through the whiskey, through the miles that lead back home. But every star above the prairie knows the truth I can't let go. I still love you like the morning, love the fields we used to know. So I'll keep driving past the sunrise with your memory riding low, while a blue moon over Amarillo watches every tear I sow. Took the long way through Kentucky, past the fields of yellow corn, with your goodbye on my shoulder and my jacket old and worn. There's a mailbox by the roadside with our last name fading white, and a dog out by the fences howling at the moon tonight. I thought leaving meant forgetting. I thought distance made hearts mend. But I found you in the silence, where the gravel road ends. Where the gravel road ends, that's where my heart begins. Back by the creek and the sycamore tree, where I lost my only friend. I've been running from your memory down highways that never been, but I still hear your voice calling where the gravel road ends. There's a swing beneath the oak tree, rusting in the summer rain. We used to talk about forever, like forever knew our names. Your mama kept the curtains open, your daddy never waved. I was just a foolish dreamer who let a good love fade. Now the barn roof's torn and leaning, and the roses climb the fence, but time ain't changed the feeling where the gravel road ends. Where the gravel road ends, that's where my heart begins. Back by the creek and the sycamore tree, where I lost my only friend. I've been running from your memory down highways that never been, but I still hear your voice calling where the gravel road ends. Maybe you found Sunday mornings with a man who treats you right. Maybe there's a little blue-eyed child who laughs just like your smile. And maybe I don't deserve to know the life you made since then, but I left the best part of me where the gravel road ends. Where the gravel road ends, I come back again, with a prayer in my pocket and a heart too broke to mend. I've been running from your memory, but I can't outrun the wind. It always blows me homeward, where the gravel road ends. So when my last road takes me home, and the daylight starts to bend, lay me down beneath that oak tree, where the gravel road ends. Past the diner at midnight, where we used to share black coffee. The window sign was flickering low, like it still remembered me. There's a gravel road behind it, leading down to Miller's Creek, where I carved your name beside mine on an old and leaning tree. Years have rolled like thunder across these tired plains, but one thing keeps on burning, like a porch light in the rain. There's a porch light in the rain, shining through my pain, calling me back to a house I left and a love I couldn't save. I've been lost on every highway, trying to outrun yesterday, but your memory keeps on glowing, like a porch light in the rain. I found your ribbon in my Bible, pressed between the songs. A little piece of heaven I kept when you were gone. Mama said love is a river, you can't hold it in your hands, but I've been standing in the water like a broken-hearted man. The barn is leaning eastward, the fields have turned to gray, but I still see you smiling in that soft September haze. There's a porch light in the rain, shining through my pain, calling me back to a house I left and a love I couldn't save. I've been lost on every highway, trying to outrun yesterday, but your memory keeps on glowing, like a porch light in the rain. Maybe I was too young to know what a good heart really means. Maybe I traded golden days for a fool man's empty dreams. Now the radio plays our old song, and the windshield starts to blur. I can drive 1,000 miles, but I can't stop missing her. There's a porch light in the rain, still calling out my name. Through the years, through the tears, through the silence and the shame, I've been lost on every highway, trying to outrun yesterday, but your memory keeps on glowing, like a porch light in the rain. If I make it home by morning and that old light still remains, I'll know love never left me, like a porch light in the rain. I found a letter from Caroline tucked inside my old guitar. The paper smelled like cedar wood and smoke from a roadside bar. She wrote about the maple tree behind her daddy's place, and how the years had changed the town, but never changed my face. I read each line by candlelight with thunder rolling in, and every word she left behind cut deeper than it did back then. A letter from Caroline took me back in time to summer nights and fireflies, and her hand holding mine. I thought the past was buried, but oh, love has a way of walking through the door again when the rain begins to play. She said she heard I left for Nashville, trying to chase a song. But some dreams turn to lonely road when the right heart's gone. She asked if I remember the promise by the creek, when I swore I'd build a life with her before I learned to leave. The ink was faded softly, but the pain was sharp and true, like hearing one last melody from a love I never knew I'd lose. A letter from Caroline took me back in time to summer nights and fireflies, and her hand holding mine. I thought the past was buried, but oh, love has a way of walking through the door again she's still in that small town. Maybe she's long moved on. Maybe she found her Sunday peace in someone else's arms. But if I had one more evening, one porch light, one July, I'd tell her I was wrong to run and wrong to say goodbye. Letter from Caroline still breaks this heart of mine, like a train whistle at midnight, crossing county lines. I thought the past was buried, but oh, love has a way of finding every lonely man. He still has debts to pay. So I folded up that letter and laid it by the wine, with a prayer for the girl